In a world where anything is possible, where what you get is a direct result of what you put in, where opportunity is equal for all and you choose your destiny, there is something we all search for, something that inspires us. It's the passion that inspires us. It's the speed that drives us. This is that world. This is your world. SSBB E-Sport. Live your dream. Good evening, welcome everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is round 4 of the SSBB E-Sport Championship. We are here in Yamagiwa. It's the Koto driving park, Yamagiwa, for round 4 of the Pro-Am Championship. We're starting off with category 1, and let's just look at the points. Don't look at those points because those are the clubman's points. Let's look at the Pro-Am points rather. Alrighty, so leading the championship is VL43. That's Valerio. And we've got someone joining us, McFlurry Twist, joining us on the comments. How are you there, McFlurry? Lekker, man. Alright, so just going through the points, it's Valerio leading the championship, 120 points. Second is Dens on 98. Third is C's HKS on 85. Fourth is Tabato on 83, and Safelicious bringing up his top 5 with 81 points. What cars are they driving? Well, category A is this BMW. It is the BMW Vision Gran Turismo. It looks very similar to an M2. That's perhaps what they were after. That's for category 1. Category 2 is any one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Group 3 cars. It's a front engine, rear wheel drive, normally aspirated V8 format. So we got to jump into qualifying, McFlurry.
Let's see.
Alrighty, so just gonna let everyone know we are starting now. These guys are going to get a 5-minute qualifying, not much time, and then we jump straight into the race. Dens is just commenting. Let's just see. Good luck. Alrighty, so boom shakalaka. It's a beautiful venue, this circuit. It is a non-fictional circuit, meaning that it actually doesn't exist. Am I correct in saying that, McFlurry?
Yes, it is. I think the area is. I just saw some birds in the game.
Sorry, just talking to the mic, McFlurry. Can't hear you there.
Right. Oh yeah, it is a real area of the track switch. Very beautiful layout.
Just looking at what's going on. Alex straight up into the front, trying to get some clear track. Alex is joining us, one of our Pro-Am drivers. Obviously he's been with the SSBB from the beginning, sporting an absolutely stunning livery. Den Ag in the comments also says also the Z4. That's correct, that's for category 2. I forgot that. Thank you, Den Ag. I think that's Mr. Bombastic, is that right? Yeah. correct. Alrighty, so thank you, Bombastic. So Alex leading the charge, not much time. Davide is still in the pits, not sure what's going on there. So let's just see, can we see everything? Alex first in line, is still coming around, looking to get a clean lap, put his head down. Going through the last corner, going to get onto the main straight. Two people not qualifying. C's HKS is one, should be one of those. Let's see now. Say again, McFlurry?
No, I don't know. Sorry, let's hope they do join us in the quality. We're just waiting for a one lap certificate.
Yeah. So Golf Night also looking really quick. Was racing with Golf Night last night. Had some great battles. His BM looks absolutely stunning. Fourth and just down the line is Mr. Bombastic, sporting that pinkish livery. It's salmon rather.
He pulls it off really well. Really well done.
Yeah, Den's out in 5th, Ian Evo 6th, Death Raccoon 7th, a stunning livery as well. Death Raccoon and Davide are sharing a similar livery just with different colours. Two Futu Mods cars. Then we've got Tabata out in 8th, Valerio in 9th, C's HKS is not qualifying, and Davide is also not qualifying, not sure why.
Let's see what the time Alex goes and let's see how everybody fares. Alex got a smooth line, so like normal, very smooth up there.
So there we go, Alex.
I think it's beatable.
Oh, Bombastic straight up into 1st, 0.1 ahead of Alex. Bombastic showing great speed once again. Valerio with 0.18 ahead of Bombastic. We always knew am I saying that right? Valerio.
Well, in Discord he goes by Valet. So if you're unsure of that, I will keep it to Valet.
Okay. So Valet, we always knew Valet would be quick. You can see just look how much curb he takes on that turning. Outside curb basically on the turning.
Yeah, it's just a belief. You know, they use every bit of the track to their advantage, and I suppose that does matter. So I need to take some notes.
Yeah. Sorry, McFlurry, we're battling to hear you there, man.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know why, but I will sort it out.
So second, Bombastic with a penalty. Oh, he's not going to have any more time to do another lap, so let's hope his first lap was good enough. Alex currently still in 3rd. He's coming around to cross the line. Will he go quicker? Let's see. Does not go quicker.
I think Bombastic will have another chance to get a lap. Just made it before the time.
Oh, right, that's right.
And so does the Koto Alligator.
Let's see who gets another lap. Valerio's done. Bombastic. If Bombastic is quick on this lap, it will count. So Bombastic extracting everything out of that car. And he's got a bit of a slip behind Ian Evo.
I'm just looking at Alex, and he's not clicking the purple sectors yet, but he's gone 10 down. So let's see.
Alright, so we'll keep our eyes on Alex. I'm watching Bombastic, but he's getting tripped up by Ian Evo. It's obviously not anybody's fault, it just is the traffic. So not sure if Bombastic will go quicker. Or Ian gets a big slide.
Okay, Okay, Vele is done, so it's up to the field behind to see if they can better.
Okay, Bombastic is done. He's calling it. So Alex, let's see.
Alex is now approaching the line, so the last 60 was a 10th down, and he goes faster, but not
fast
fastest.
enough.
No,
So Bombastic
remains
still
third.
second. Oh, Death Raccoon up into second. Where's new Death Raccoon was going to be quick.
Yo, good lap time, snuck under the radar there.
Sure, well done Death Raccoon. 31.7, 31.4 was qualifying, so... let me just make sure I get this. Valerio...
Did Double Day quit?
Not sure what happened with Davide.
Oh well. Yeah, he quit. He's still in the lobby. So we got a 9-car grid, and C's is starting at the back.
That's it. So this is going to be a tough race because C's is so fast, but it's a lot of tough competition here. Let's keep our eyes on Valley and Death Raccoon. Looks like Valley had a good start, so Death Raccoon looks like he had also a mega start. So
yeah, I think probably the best start. Probably, well, actually, no one actually gained. Everybody's still in the same positions.
yeah, exactly. It's a very, very clean start, and brilliant racing from everybody to get through the line, through the first sequence of corners. Death Raccoon putting Valley under a lot of pressure early in the race, going up alongside. You know, and with those, they split by tenths of a second, so that's really nothing. McFlurry, when you're talking about racing, you know, nothing in it really.
No, that's nothing at all. Getting their slide on through that chicane. You don't see it as much on board, but when you see it from the outside point of view, you see it a lot more.
Death Raccoon, sorry McFlurry, Death Raccoon went really deep on the brakes there. Hurt him quite a bit.
He's holding up the gang behind him too.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe just trying a bit too much. He's just got to settle down, find a rhythm.
Whoa, what was a dive in from C's? Whoa, we're really struggling to get through the field and forced to move, and yeah, you know, he pushed golf wide. Got 10 laps, and let's just take his time.
And this is exactly why we have the reverse grid, is so that you don't have absolute domination from one competitor. Because the reason for that is just not everybody has the time to practice as much. Man, these cars are flying.
So a great spectacle on this track through this, you know, up and down undulation of the track through these sweeps. Fascinating.
So Valley with a 1 second lead over Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon still in second. He's got Alex behind him pushing very hard.
Whoa, bombastic! All over the show. Somehow held
Massive
it
slides.
going in a straight line.
Davide, I had to pull out. I'm a risk. Controller got stuck. Oh shit, sorry bud. That's terrible, man. Oh, Bombastic, massive slide. Big tank slapper. Let's go back to Bombastic. He's now in 5th place. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Denza's caught Bombastic up. Let's just go back. Oh, he's going deep there as well.
Bombastic got a full-on drift.
Yeah, so he went off, got a massive tank slapper as he came on, and then Ian Evo just drove around him. Perhaps just battling with frustration there.
While you're watching the replay, Jack, Bombastic did a massive drift around the last corner.
Oh.
it was spectacular. But at the same time, you know, he's holding up the field, and Seas has caught up, but he's also really struggling to get through the back guys. So it's good to see that, you know, it's guys are putting their force, or let's say their defense up to prevent him just running away with it.
Yeah, exactly, you know, and Seas has to always big dice between Golfy and Dens, and that has allowed Seas to go up the middle of those three. Big ding dong there, so I was actually, who was that? It's Tomato and Golfy. Golfy is just getting pinballed all over the place.
Somehow they're all going in a straight line, but jeez, it was hectic. Wow.
That's mid-pack for you, man. You don't want to be mid-pack. That is just hammer and tongs.
Yeah, it's allowed Seas to get a gap too, and he's going to attach on to Bombastic. Let's go back to second and third. Still shadowing each other.
So, what I was going to say about Seas is, you know, he took his time, and he was patient and waited there behind Golfy, and it's a very, very important thing when you're coming through the field. You have to be very cautious because of you know, you're racing with other competitors, and our rules are very strict about passing.
Yeah, he was a bit forceful on Golfy, and I think he did wait up, which obviously is sort of the best thing to do. And luckily, you know, Bombastic held up the field a bit to gain a little bit of positions, but he's got quite a big gap to catch up to fourth. So he's got to put his head down and go.
That's it. So he's got very quick drivers ahead of him. So he's got, well, we've got Valley out in first. He got a 1.7 second gap over Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon and Alex are going at it, hammer and tong, both very quick drivers. So we'll take a look at the times. At the moment, Death Raccoon on a 131.9, Alex on a 131.7, Ian Eva on a 131.8. Bombastic Seas has just passed Bombastic Seas on a 132.2. So hip and shoulder.
Yeah.
Bit of hip and shoulder stuff. But we know Bombastic won't just take that line down. But I don't think he has the ultimate pace to run with Seas at the moment. So Seas, 3.3 seconds behind Ian Evo. Lots of work to do halfway through this race. Definitely will have the opportunity to pass Ian Evo, but getting on the podium, I don't know.
Look, if I think the second place battle is going to start to really heat up. You could benefit from this being consistent until, you know, and then in the dying laps you could catch them at the time that they're battling. So let's see, it could be a good time. There was a ticking time bomb waiting to happen.
Well, exactly. Look, I mean, watching Death Raccoon and Alex, they are pushing as much as they can. Very, very good driving from both of these drivers. So, yeah, you know, I mean, they're not hanging around. Seas is obviously an extremely quick driver, but let's hope they don't trip each other up.
Bombastic seems to have had another little hiccup, and Koto's got in front of him in the battle for 8th and 9th.
Wow.
No one wants to end last.
I'll tell you what, Tabotto has come leaps and bounds. You know, coming from Clubman's, winning that last year, and moving up to this class, which is absolutely mental in its pace.
Yeah. Oh, there's a move from Alex. Going up, is he taking it? Yes, he's through.
Alex, turn one.
Turn one.
Death Raccoon, yeah. So these two must be careful, they mustn't trip each other up. Let's work together.
Well, Seas hasn't caught much up to first. He's only taken about 3/10 since he's passed Bombastic, but he has caught up about a second on second.
Wow. Crazy.
So yeah, look, Valet is obviously he's got obviously just a pace, maybe at 3/10 a lap on the second and third. So that's just eking out every bit. But these guys need to be careful. You don't want to be inviting caliber of C's around.
Well, Caesar's got a lot of work to do. He's currently hunting down Ian Evo. He is about 1.6 seconds behind Ian Evo. Ian Evo is about 2 seconds behind Death Raccoon. So we're already on lap 6. It's gonna get spicy towards the end. The other thing is catching is one thing, then passing is another. So if C's gets past Ian Evo, he has to get up to Death Raccoon and Alex. And yeah, those two are
yeah. Just on a side note, we need to just inform the drivers to have the correct logos and sponsor decals, especially the 5-star. I'll have a word with the necessary people.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, so riding on board with Ian Evo looking back, we're watching C's now. C's is about 0.6. Cops a lot of curb there, unsettles the car, but still manages to hang on. C's has such an amazing ability to just carry so much corner speed.
Yeah, he's on an Ian. I think chicane remove that thing. Calling it.
Yeah, let's see, man. I'm riding on board now with Ian.
Nah, it's a bit too beyond.
Oh,
But also
Ian
interesting.
Ian runs
Also
wide,
interesting. Yeah.
and C's
Yeah,
gets the
got
job done.
it. Yes, sir.
Just like
Just the
that.
pressure as well, eh? You know, he's just there. He jumps onto the rear of your car so quick. As soon as you see him, you're sort of like startled. You just make a mistake instantly. I've done that. It's from experience. Maybe too.
Alright, so the gap 3.5 seconds to Death Raccoon. Now, these two have got to be very clever. They must just sit and work. Slipstream bump draft. Because now it is just a time. It's they're finishing lap 7, they're starting lap 8. The gap's already down to 3.2 seconds.
The boat is getting hunted down by covering Bombastic.
Okay, so Bombastic finding some speed. Pace.
It's just you gotta have that fine margin of just the belief to ride the curbs and not. So it makes a difference in that time.
Absolutely, and that's just time in the saddle. It's practice,
Yep.
nailing the laps, understanding the car. Bombastic looking quite racy here on Tabotto. Tabotto. 8th is Den's Golf Nut up in 9th place. Pity Golfy was looking really quick earlier. We haven't seen much of the leader, Valley. 4-second gap over AW Racing. Brilliant drive.
Alex has got a pen.
Ooh, 1 second penalty. That's spicy. That's spicy. So Death Raccoon, 1.9 seconds is the gap between C's and Death Raccoon.
Wow, that was 1 lap there. 2 seconds there. Yes. He must be doing the quickest lap. Yes, he did. He went faster.
I wouldn't want to be Death Raccoon at the moment. Well, it's 2 laps to go, you know, and the last lap you just make that car as wide as possible. That's all you can do, man.
Yeah, all you can do. I think, I don't know, Death Raccoon is sort of caught up and back onto Alex again. See if the slipstream buddies or if they're going to be fighting.
Well, I mean, the gap is already down to 1.6. So, whatever they're doing, they need to try and carry more hustle. Oh, Death Raccoon making a couple of mistakes there. The pressure is mounting. You can see it's a pressure cooker inside that helmet. Oof, tough racing.
Bastic makes a move on the chicane through Tabata, good move. But yeah, let's watch this exciting. You know, it's like I said, it's a ticking bomb, man. Let's see.
Death Raccoon making a lot of mistakes. Just needs to try and settle down. He's got good pace. If he can just keep running the pace. Oh, another mistake. Runs it wide onto the curb. So he's going to come under huge pressure now. This is the last lap. The Death Raccoon has good pace. Good enough to be able to mount a decent defense, I think. This is spicy.
Let's see how much cheese. Let's see how much cheese he's gonna put into this. Is he gonna be the full-on? He's got no one from behind, so he can make a maybe a lap if he needs to. But let's see.
This is a brilliant drive from Death Raccoon. Very committed. Where C's is so quick is through those long sweeping corners. Gets the car settled and carries that speed.
Yeah, it's just turning, you know, when the point of turning is on such a wider angle than most of the field. I think that's just the corner speed. Helps so much.
Absolutely.
He's not doing much different. It's just his line that he takes makes the angle of the corner so much more cute.
Yes.
Sorry.
Alrighty, so we're looking at, we're still riding on board with, so we're looking at Death Raccoon. It is so close between C's and Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon going defensive into the last corner. Making
Cut back.
Run wide. He does the block. So, will Death Raccoon, Valley wins it. Alex is going to be second. Death Raccoon is going to take
Alex
it.
has the penalty. Yeah.
Alex had the penalty, but it was enough to make... Oh no, he was third. Sorry. So Death Raccoon takes second. Brilliant drive, defensive drive from Death Raccoon right at the end there. Take nothing away from C's HKS. Absolute manic speed to come from the back. It was really nail-biting. So Alex with a 1 second penalty relegated to third. Wow.
I think on the exit of that corner, he's obviously your penalty rounds. Oh, you had a 1 second penalty. So on the exit of the corner, he was covered. But obviously, maybe C's gave Luca or Death Raccoon a bit of a nudge, and that it went underneath a second. Just quite fascinating, man.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Brilliant stuff. Whew. Let me capture these points. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back. So we are going to quickly set the grid. I've captured the points. Now the grid for this race is reverse grid based on current championship points. So if I look at the points and I set them as reverse, we've got out of the people that are racing, Alex is going to start on pole. Second is Golfy. Third is Death Raccoon. Fourth is, let me just make sure. Okay, fourth is Davide is not with us. Saphalicious. Ian Evo. Behind Death Raccoon. Okay, behind Ian Evo is Bombastic. Tabato. Behind Bombastic. C's HKS. Dens. And then Valley. Alrighty, that makes sense. So I think we're going to give these guys a bit of time to practice. I'm going to take a quick break and watch some of the practice. Season Valley, very close together. They're going to have a good race because they
also starting next to each other on the grid, aren't they?
But now we must look who won the race the last time, because that person must start from the back before I make that mistake again. So let's check round 3. Well, C's. So C's must start from the back again.
Yes. Maybe he was practicing in the first race.
Good order. So C's. Let's just make sure. C starts from the back. Okay. Alrighty. So how long do you think, McFlurry?
I would give another 5 to 7 minutes if you're ready to go.
Yeah, let's make it 7 minutes, because that'll take us to 23:35 local time.
Cool.
Okay. I'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm back. Let's get a sip of water. Welcome Sofa King, aka Chucky, in the comments. So, currently leading the practice times, C's HK is first with a, it's not showing us the time there, 1:32.4. C's doing a practice start. Second is Valley. It's not showing us the times, but we can look at the timing sheet. So we've got about 2-3 minutes till we start. Second is Valley, the 1:33.1. C's just went quicker. Purple sector 2, but he's gone off. Alex third, 1:33.9. Tabata fourth, good pace from Tabata. 34.1, that's very good pace from Tabata. Fifth is Dens, 34.6. Sixth is Golf Nut, 35.1. Seventh is Death Raccoon. Not sure what's going on. 33.7.
Times are getting closer.
Yeah, they're very close. Check out Alex's livery. It's the same livery. Looks really good on that car. Alex is a master at making liveries. But okay, 2 minutes to start, so let's let them know.
Yeah. Gee, the Lexus has become a popular car.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Ian, Alex, Tapato, Death Raccoon, Valet, the lone Ford and the lone Beamer.
It's incredible how much speed these guys carry through here. I mean, the way, looking at Valley, as he goes over those curves, you can see how much that car is dancing around. Yes, it's just nuts, man. But that's racing. You have to extract absolutely everything out of it.
Yeah, you gotta see who's the bravest on the curbs in these cars.
Sure, Death Raccoon going straight over some curbs there. Picks up a 3.5 second penalty.
Wow.
I misjudged it.
Is it did a good drift for his drive? He loses it.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Ian. Please do like the stream and subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you, Ian. Don't forget to like the stream. In fact, let me like my own stream. I'm busy, see there, I'm streaming it live on my phone. That's, the internet has gone full circle. Live streaming the live stream.
How we do it. Yes, Sofa King, BR is actually in South Africa, I believe.
Correct, he is.
Yeah, he ran away from you, Chuck.
Alright, we are starting now. Man, that was good racing in Category 1. I hope we get the same in Category 2.
Other reverse grids or first championship points are going to provide that, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to have Valley and C's at the back having to hack their way through the field. Alex has got a really good chance. He was third quickest, and he's pretty much at the front, starting in the front row, so he's got a very, very good chance here. Golfy alongside. Golfy in the Mustang.
Yeah. Lone Ranger today.
Yeah, Mustang's very good car. Just doesn't seem to be able to sit with the guys here. So Alex on pole. Good luck everyone. Let's hope they have a great start. Let's keep our eyes on the competitors here. Can't see the lights. Oh, Alex, big wheel spin off the line.
Oh, Golfy might have the... Nope, no, it's three-way. Who's going to be bravest?
Alex gets it into turn one. Golfy just backs out a little bit, loses a bit to, who's that? Death Raccoon. Oh, Bombastic going off. Wow, let's drive on board with Alex. Look back, we actually board with Golfy.
Hip and shoulder through these S's, yeah. Whoa.
It's hectic. I'm driving on board with Bombastic. Looking back, so Bombastic is currently third. We're looking at Golfy in fourth. Golfy has Valley, who has, it looks like, Ian Evo behind him, and Dens. So Ian Evo going up the inside of Valley. Good move, Ian. Whoa, big slide though. Boom, into the wall. Oh, that is so unlucky from Ian Evo. And let's look at that again. That is such bad luck because Ian had such a great move done, and I think just got a bit eager on the power there as he hit that curb. Boom shakalaka, that put him into the fence. So terribly unlucky. Let's drive on board with the leaders. Beautiful shot there. So Alex still leading the charge. He currently has a 0.3 second gap over Death Raccoon. And these two, again, need to keep their cool because C's HKS is up into 5th place. And his competitor, Valley, is in 7th. So, long race for these guys. Death Raccoon on the inside of Alex. Death Raccoon obviously wants some vengeance, but goes off on the outside. These two playing like this is not helping their chances. Third, Bombastic. Fourth, Golf Nut. In the Mustang, Golfy has C's HKS in 5th place. And let's put on the view. We can see the tire there.
Yeah, so actually Valley's carrying front bumper aero damage. So is Dens. And Ian Evo's in the pits because he also had quite significant damage on that incident. It's a pity. We might be going for a faster step. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so C's HKS up into 4th place, 1.3 seconds behind Bombastic. So we might see a brilliant performance from Bombastic here, C's, because these three are quite tightly bunched. If they want any chance, they need to work together.
C's is just pulling back that time effortlessly. It's yeah, he's gonna be on the back of this trio in a matter of seconds.
Exactly. That Z4 is just not quick enough in my opinion. Seems to be quite good at the tight circuits, but just doesn't have any topping. So we're gonna drive on board with C's HKS.
Sounds very good. That is carrying damage, so he might struggle to maximize his chance here to pull up on his championship lead. But I suppose it's just damage limitations. Here's the point.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate because Valley had some amazing pace. And so C's looking to pounce here on Bombastic. He does. He gets the job done.
First position's eating up too. Mistake from Alex allows Luca to really catch up.
Well, that's the thing. C's does a double apex on that hairpin. That's very interesting. Don't know if you saw that.
No, was it C's?
Yeah. So I'm riding on board with C's now, and he's catching these two like they're pretty much class B cars.
No, yeah, he's got what 6 laps to put his mark on this race. I think he's got plenty of time to just pick his moment.
Very interesting to see what kind of driving style C's employs. He doesn't rev the thing, and yeah, Death Raccoon and Alex need to work together. Alex is going to come under huge pressure soon. It'll be interesting to see how these two get on. That Corvette is so quick in a straight line. So C's right on the back of Alex now.
Plastic, if he hangs on, he could have a bit of a sniff to pick up the any fat car that happens.
Yes.
Yes.
So there we go. Sees HKS just with better corner speed gets the run on Alex. Gets it up alongside the inside for that hairpin, and boom, job done.
Very good move. Yep.
So,
Sort of just allows to park it on the exit just to prevent that run that Alex could have.
exactly. And take nothing away from Alex, he's an exceptional driver. Take nothing away from Death Raccoon, he's just as good. But the speed also that Corvette has down the straight. I see they're not even going defensive. It's just like, well, it's pointless. So Death Raccoon down to second now. Sees HKS up into first. So maybe Death Raccoon can try and hang with C's and see what lines he takes.
You know, you said the crucial word, hang with. You know, it's going to be beneficial if you could just stick with him a couple of laps just to pull away as well.
Exactly. So if we look at the times, Death Raccoon already has 1.1 second lead over Alex. So slightly out of the slip, but I mean C's already has a 0.6 second gap over Death Raccoon. It's now 0.8. It's those fast sweeping corners, that's where C's is so good.
Has already pulled out a second. It's phenomenal, and it's scary, very scary.
Yeah, and it's a perfect example of what time in the saddle can do. And learning, understanding where. Look at Valley up into 5th place, closing the gap on Bombastic, 1 second. That's a brilliant drive from Valley, considering he's got front damage and tire wear.
Yeah.
Wow.
And look, I think second place is gonna heat up like previous race. It's in the balance. I think tire wear will play a bit of role towards the end and see who's managed it best.
Absolutely. So if it does, that'll bring Bombastic into the mix. And if those three start tripping over each other, Value has a really, really good chance to be able to get onto the podium.
I'm also looking at the Koto having a good go at Dens. They're having a good old tussle there.
Yeah, great driving. Once again from Koto. Potato, I don't know. But
I think Dens is also carrying front damage. It's probably hindering a bit of corner speed, and the Koto is able to hold onto his slipstream.
yeah, I see Tabata very close now. That Corvette is so fast in a straight line. We saw at Mount Panorama just how quick those things were.
See, Koto is he's showing his wheel, but he hasn't committed to a move. You can see the last corner. It's going to be close enough. Cut back.
Well, he's in a good position because that Corvette will be it'll have, with the damage, it won't have the top speed it normally does. So
Yeah, and the tire will also probably be hampered on Denz's car, so he'll just hang in and just wait for a mistake.
well, there we go. He's already up the inside. Boom, he gets the job done.
Well done. Good move.
Good move from Tabata there, up into 7th place. Den's not letting go, but just with that damage, it, yeah, like you say, it just, you don't have that front end grip that you used to have.
Oh, bombastic! I made a mistake. Valley is through.
See that? So Valley is through on Bombastic. That's Valley up into 4th place. Let's go back and have a look at that.
Yeah, I think Bombastic went a bit wide on the previous corner and... Oh, he's coming back. But no, not yet.
Okay, yeah, so Bombastic is very close. Riding on board with him here.
I think he should try and stick and follow, and maybe they can catch up to the grip head.
Exactly, yeah. Deploy some bump drafting tactics. He doesn't have any damage, but next to nothing. So interesting. The battle for second still rages on. The gap is about 0.3 between Death Raccoon and Alex, and Valley is hunting them down. They've got 2 laps to go, 2.7 second gap. Bombastic is there. He's not going to let Valley go.
He's ready. Obviously, the top end's a bit hampered on that Lexus. The BM's, it's a weakness in that department. It's obviously not as bad. So
yeah, well, the net result is that we've got some great racing. Valley going defensive. The gap now 2.7 still to Death Raccoon. Alex made a move on Death Raccoon. These two are going to go at it, hammer and tongs. So Death Raccoon on the outside, looking to do the cutback.
Cutback's on. Nope. Not enough.
It's good racing from these guys.
Ooh.
Oh, Death Raccoon goes on the grass. Sees 5.7 seconds down the road.
Yes. Well, if you look at the two tire wears on the two cars, if you can see closely that Luca's actually got a bit more tire wear than Alex, so maybe that's how the positions actually turned over.
Yes. It's interesting, especially considering that Alex is on a remote. And Luca,
Very. I was just about to say that. It's fascinating. Oh, Bombastic's got back past Valley. Wow, well done, Bombastic.
not giving up. Good man.
I was actually just showing Caesars now. I think from lap 2 until the lap 7, he was doing purple laps every lap. Only the previous lap he was the one that he dropped.
Unbelievable.
He's a Jorge Lorenzo, definitely.
Very, very special drivers.
We've got a good battle here with Bombs. They're really committing to this.
Yeah, exactly. Bomb's really showing some good pace. Looks like he's having a great time as well. Enjoying the exchange. It's very clean. Let's look at Alex. Alex still has a 0.6 second gap over Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon is about 3.5 seconds ahead of Bombastic.
Cut back from Bombastic. Is he able to do it? No. But you can see how the top end of that Lexus is really hampering him. Valet's performance here.
Yes. So C's on to his final lap, 6.9 seconds ahead of Alex, and once again just a very commanding drive, millimetrically perfect.
Yeah, I think second place looks like the tire wear has obviously been a difference there. Luca District is just running a bit of wide on some corners and just not able to run the pace.
Yes. Well, it's phenomenal work from Alex once again. He's a phenomenal driver. Death Raccoon third. The exchange between Bombastic and Valley continues.
Can I go down to the last corner?
It probably will. Just keep our eyes on C's. Not yet really gonna finish. So
Yeah, look at the Boto's got past the Golfy too, so it was a good recovery from the Boto. Yeah.
sure, yes, very good recovery. So let's go back to your leader. He's coming through the last corner. Once again, what a phenomenal drive from C's HKS. From the back to the front and pulled out an 8.3 second gap. Amazing work from C's HKS. Second, brilliant drive from Alex. On the control, phenomenal work. Second place. Third place, Death Raccoon. Fourth place is gonna be Valley. Bombastic in fifth. Tabato with a brilliant drive as well. Your Clubman's champion. Sixth place, seventh place, Dens, 8th place Golfy, and 9th place Ian Evo. Wasn't Ian in the pits?
Yeah, he was doing it for the points. He would have finished in the position.
Okay. He was a lap down.
Yeah. Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, sure. I didn't think C's would have it that easy, but obviously it wasn't easy, but wow.
This makes everything look easy.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let me capture the points. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Thank you everybody in the comments. In Evo, he isn't that dumb. Cheers guys. Alrighty, so let's just look at where we are in terms of the points. That's not the exact points, so Prime, there we go. I can get this thing working. There we go. So Valley still leading the championship on 158 points. Second is Dens on 125. These are all your preliminary points. Third sees HKS. He's closed that gap, and he's dropped his round already. Fourth, Tabato with 113, my lucky number. So Tabato extremely consistent, brilliant work. Fifth, bringing up your top 5, Mr. Bombastic with 101 points. So that's it for us tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you in the comments. Thank you McFlurry for helping with the commentary.
Bro, it was great fun. Thanks for allowing me to join.
No problem. So have yourselves a great weekend. Just don't forget Sunday we've got the endurance race. Let's have some fun there. But for the rest of it, thank you guys so much. We'll catch you again next time. Ciao, ciao.
Full send.
Full send. Let's get my mouse working here. Alright, cheers guys.